Okay. Episode 1 of the Hardcore series. We're gonna call it Zep. Hardcore. Create. Okay, so goal for... Of course I spawned on a tree. Gosh, let me just adjust some stuff on my desk. Okay, so today's goal for episode 1. Try and get somewhat of a house or a small base started. I see a good flat land. There are flowers if I want to make a dyed bed, just as a manner of having a place. I forget I can do that. Okay, yeah, so I have weird hotkeys. Q is my switch hand. And you may be asking, oh, what's my throw hand? R. And then E's inventory. I crouch with my thumb. It's just basic knowledge. I sprint shift. It's just an entire thing. It's me trying to be comfortable when playing this game, and I've started off with these for so long that I don't know how to shift it. I'm probably gonna turn D into this screen, because D does nothing, and I actually do use that screen when checking a lot of things, so I probably will be switching that. So effectively this channel is gonna be, there can be controversy, there can be hot topics, but no getting too aggravated or too deep into them. No being, nothing. This is supposed to be a rant, have fun, tell stories, chill vibe channel. I don't want people coming in and just having a bunch of stress on them if they come into my videos. I want to keep my channel as, well, kid-friendly as possible would be the word I'm looking for. Effectively, I just don't want my channel to grow into some oh yeah, no, I'm gonna swear every 5 seconds, I'm gonna destroy my... I'm just wanting to do this for fun. I don't want anything out of it. I've always made videos for people to enjoy, and if I can get a smile or make someone happy, that is something I enjoy. Well, screw the money, screw all these things people want. I don't ask for likes, I don't care about likes. It's an overrated format of media popularity. You find you enjoy the rants, you enjoy the chat, thank you. And if you want something for me to talk and learn more about, I can talk and learn about it. I never will try and put anybody down. I will only stop a conversation topic or stop talking about a topic when it seems to be getting or seems to be going towards a heated conversation. Because I do want to keep genuine peace when I do more online stuff with other people. And I will be keeping them off of controversial topics or topics that are unnecessary. Like if it's an, oh, they modded this game and it feels weird, like I'll do some talking about games, because I do understand how some games are and how some games aren't, and how some games can do better in certain topics in certain fields than they actually do at the moment. I would understand that. Yeah. But otherwise, I wouldn't be really attempting much I don't want... It's just meant to be a friendly zone where you're actually treated as a human instead of the unrealistic standards of society today. Because we're all flawed, it's fine. Let yourself be free. Be wild. I enjoy videos. I enjoy making them. What the heck? What, is this like maroon or something? I don't know what the rules of pink sheep are, or in this world. I know, if you stop being active with said mob, after a bit, they despawned. I think if you place them in a boat, they stay safe, don't they? Boat. Don't disappear. Okay, so had to do something. I'm back. Hopefully it doesn't despawn. I know for this community, for some reason, the fight against Bedrock and Java is such a hot topic. To me, I just see them as both games that have their even and odds. I played what, since Xbox 360 edition? I haven't played for long, but I've always played the game and been loyal to the company, and I do not say they do everything good, that is for sure. Mojang's messed up so many, and the whole thing with, Mojang would probably never add the creeper now, totally believable. They're so scared to put anything new in. It's fair though, when companies are given these high standards compared to how the companies should be given a fair equal treatment by natural right. Because remember, Minecraft, it's a sandbox game. It's meant for creativity and meant for it's meant for creativity and meant for just to have fun, not to get angry with. That's why whenever I just look at it, I'm like, oh dang, these people good. Yeah, I have came across when doing competitive stuff, people that will cheat, but I just laugh it off and say, why not? Let them cheat. It's just proving facts that they can barely keep up to their own game, and when they do get bad, they have to resort to other methods of winning that are deemed unfair and unruly. But I'm gonna say to this, why care? You're playing a block game. And it's a matter of fact, it's a block game that's meant literally just to increase the imagination of the said players. I personally dip my toes in small amounts of each part of Minecraft, just to make sure I at least have a decent enough understanding to have a voice. I'm gonna start by a 4x4, but I'm going to do more and make better. I actually want to keep this world. I'm gonna make, 4x4. I don't know how much that is a total circumference of, but hmm. Okay. Um. Son of a gun. Where is it? Let's cook some of these up. I need at least half of these because I don't want the entire thing being made of dirt. And then I'll just fill in the rest later on. Right now it's just get a safe place going. Once that safe place exists, then there will be no worries. Then I can make a much better house. But until then, good old wood dirt shack. Okay. Oh. Now. I definitely need to make a better house. This feels sad and disappointing. Ain't my best work. Then again, I should have mined more trees when I had the time and actually focused more on the project at hand. Car people can actually be... I think I've only met like 2 extremes of car people. Okay, that's that. I know that screenshot. What the heck? Tab, nope. Oh wait, D is my strafe left. F. F is nothing. I'll make F something. Because I can at least reach F. Oh, I can sleep? Holy cow, I didn't even know I could sleep. I thought hardcore prohibited sleep. Apparently I was wrong. Dang it. It's weird no creepers spawned. Okay, so sheep is still there. I'm gonna name sheep one of these days if he ends up not despawning. Okay. Hmm. Okay. I was just making sure my audio wasn't off. Because stuff was quiet and overall, just need to make sure. So, what's a good topic that's that wouldn't be too bad to argue about, but good enough to have a good conversation or keep me talking? I would say pig. There's a pig. Yay. Um, why is I would say there's quite a few things to do. If you were to maybe okay, I think a funny one or a funny thing that people get extremely like whacked about is the 1 billion lions versus every Pokemon. Uh, and I hate to be frank, the lions won't win. Because you and people always bring up, oh, lions will grow up, evolve. They won't evolve within the short time span that they'll need, within the short time span that they're going to be given. I'm not even going to bring any of the legendary Pokemon into this. We got Pokemon. There is what? We use the basic Charizard. Charizard can fly. What in the world is stopping Charizard from burning them all alive? That is the only... okay, Charizard wipes out a good, what, 10%? That's one Pokemon wiping out 10% compared to a lot of other Pokemon. And people always bring up, oh, yeah, lions can... lions will have kids. They think this war... there's prep time for this war. No, this... when asking a question of this type of theoretics, it is right now, right then. The war is starting that exact second. It is till everyone dies. There wouldn't be enough time for lions to have children and double. It's unexpected for... and then you got and then yeah, let's bring in Arceus. Okay? We bring in Arceus. Arceus can just bring back, resurrect all the Pokemon that died, therefore creating an infinite loop with said Pokemon. And then we can't display all the extremely strong healer Pokemon that aren't even legendaries. And then we got Jigglypuff with the with sleeping magic, voodoo stuff. It's overall just extremely it's just way too stacked against the lions. Now, if you were to say all Kanto Pokemon, or all first 2-gen Pokemon, that stands a chance. The only fight would be Mewtwo. But if they could find a way to get down Mewtwo, it should be slightly easier. Their chances of winning are still extremely low, but it gives them an edge in combat if they get rid of Mewtwo. And then you got Rattata or Raticate, whatever. You got the rats. The rats, well, yes, they can be extremely powerful at times. You also got the factor that these rats are what? Even Eradicate, I think, is like 3 foot, 4 foot. You're not. And I know it's just, oh yeah, arguing for the fact that people want to argue. And I give it all to them. I enjoy a little display of, let's see, Let's see who can think of better and faster reasons for said person to win instead of my choice. Because if you were to... It's just so much stacked against one side, it's unfair, to be honest. If you were to... And people are like, oh, but 1 billion lions, that's a lot of lions. Okay, congratulations. You're giving the lions a fair fight, then what? How half of lions should work? And then, let's say, and we're gonna use this imaginary world, because Pokemon are in, none of these lions are trying to challenge for alpha. None of them are trying to be the dominant owner of all the lions. They're all equal, and they all believe in, and they all know they're equal. Let's use that imaginary term. Because if we're not, the lions would be killing each other first, trying to find out who is the alpha, who or which alpha one is going to be the leader. So we're going to use the imaginary terms and say that all the lions have the same cohesive thought that their only objective is to take down these said animals. These said creatures from a different world. They still wouldn't win. And this, I don't even know where I heard this conversation from. But I just know that, oh yeah, heard it once. There were some good points on why lions might be able to win, but it was significantly dwarfed by all the reasons that were necessary for them to also lose. And if you were to pay a quick idea and attention span to it, you would understand that lions losing is more likely due to just how lions' genetic code is. They wouldn't work the exact same. Oh yeah, I forgot there's a crafting recipe. I'm going off my mind for all this. What was I crafting? Oh yeah. But we can use the imaginary format because we're including Pokemon into this. But it's past imaginary. At that point, since we're bringing Pokemon and letting the lions all fight together, that is the... for this format, that is the extended limit. These are just regular lions that are refusing to attack each other because they know these creatures are going to kill them. You got Pokemon. I don't remember, it's like Slagoon. You got Goodra. Man can take... Now, man could take quite a lot. And then you got ghosts. You got all the ghost Pokemon, which can actually be a problem. Because if you have that many Pokemon that can't be touched, which is effectively just what Ghastly, Gengar, and like 4, 5, 10 others. Like, they're not that easy to find, if I'm not mistaken. But 3, 2, 1, 0. Dang it. I gotta get used. Normally I have like some marker to tell me when nighttime is. That isn't just, oh. But yeah, no. It's quite enjoyable though. Seeing the format of people enjoying an argument of such, using their minds to actually think of how this conversation can go, what routes it can take, using their imagination. It's such a great thing to see, and I actually enjoy hearing these conversations because it actually makes myself think. Because if we were to use this format of theory, then we could try and make an attempt and say, we would believe this thing would win over this thing to for A, B, C, and D reasons. But without proper formats of proof that it could do it, or without a proper, like if you're just saying, oh yeah, no, the lions would be able to fly because they would make helicopters. Where are the opposable thumbs to grip the items to make said helicopters? That would be my first question. And I would really actually enjoy that, hearing someone come up with a way to do it. Because if they use jaw, I would say, okay, then how do they make the tool? Because I would get curious. I would actually want to know how they went through this and thought of this answer. Because it sounds like it can be an actual good answer as long as they can keep the idea and stop it from crumbling too much. And then no theory is perfect. I know that for a fact. I've had theories and I've seen them go down because of how much mistakes were actually in said theories. What is it? I saw a video about something called a not Gravitron. It was like it's something that can happen, and it's like a theory similar to how the black hole was a theory. There's a chance of it happening, but that chance would be so slim and so low that no one would believe it happened if it did. And I actually do get curious on how something like that could form. And I am slightly disappointed in myself for not being able to remember what it was called. A Gravistar? Maybe? I have no clue. I will have to recheck the video. But it had to do something with like a sun that hasn't hit a high enough, strong enough state to create a black hole, but not, it's like not strong enough to create black hole, but also not weak enough to cause the same thing that a pulsar would need to exist. So it gave up a theory of a new format of star existing. This format of star is idealized to be just as groundbreaking as it's meant to bend reality and destroy the laws of physics inside of it just as much as a black hole would. And by what we know about black holes, those things as is destroy laws of physics. So if this thing's meant to do that, plus, I actually got curious in it. And that's when, like the saying goes, curiosity killed the cat. Because I could not get much more than a theory on this magnificent idea. There's science backing up its existence, but then again, they're mostly using the science of every action has its equal opposite reaction. And I enjoy that one, because for an action to have caused or be done, you would need an equal to opposite variant of it just to create that action. That's why the idea of white holes existing was such a big thing, because people were like, oh well, if a black hole exists, what's stopping something from shooting out stuff? And that's sort of how we got the idea of, oh wait, there could be this one thing called a white hole, a reverse of what a black hole would do. And the idea is they would work somewhat like a wormhole. One would shoot out the stuff the other one absorbs. Well, when you have a theory of such, it does get quite complex and quite hard to understand said theory. It's good to have an idea, have a theory. This is probably going to be the proper house, by the way. Or at least for now, because I'm going to have to do stuff tomorrow. But For those who intended higher studies of this stuff could probably tell you better. You could probably search up a more better person that talks about it. But I can give off base knowledge of what I've learned or what I've been informed on when it comes to this stuff. And it is quite incredible when you think of how this stuff is done. How scientists would use a method of math to try and calculate the existence of something that they have no area to prove, but the basis of it makes sense in the calculations. And then there's the whole, oh yeah, aliens probably exist thing. Yeah, no, they probably do. The issue is, we are barely declared a Type 1 civilization by the mathematical term. I don't even remember what we're like in civilization number, because what was it? A Type 1 civilization, and we went off of a civilization that is able to go with creating electricity and make it extremely usable due to like extreme solar, I think. I don't remember exactly, don't take my word on that, but it was what I was hearing it and I was like, holy cow. To the scientists, we wouldn't even be declared a format of advanced civilization, and we're barely experimenting with AI itself. Like, you gotta imagine, if we are barely classifying ourselves as that, you just gotta imagine what we do classify under that. Because if we don't even call ourselves a type 1, just imagine what an actual type 1 could look like. Like, it would probably be extremely either cool or bad for us. Because if we end up causing an issue that ends up ruining the way we are physically and have to evolve to adapt to what we do, it's going to be a lot harder. I think I like the idea of, oh, if we were to live on a heavier planet, because it brings up the story and ideal of we would have to get shorter. It is guaranteed we would get shorter because of that, and that's if we survive. I will inform you, your body would get shorter due to the fact that it has to compress more just to stabilize on that area, so your bones adapt. That's why on Earth, some creatures are certain sizes they are. When it's like muscle to meat ratio or something. Muscle to body, it's some format of ratio, I can't remember. But it mostly is due to the factor of how much of the meat of this creature actually produces an equal or equivalent amount of energy to said creature. And I actually enjoy the idea that if you're small, because if you were to put a taller person on a bigger planet, on a planet with much more heavier that has a heavier gravity than Earth's, that taller person would struggle a lot more than a said shorter person would. And we are saying these people are both the same, similar in strength, similar in almost every standard for their sizes. So they are the average strength of their size, and they are the average for everything in their area. It makes it a lot easier for the smaller person to get movement and to go around without having issues in their body, or at least as much issues. And I don't remember the exact reasons why, but it had to do to the factors of the human body being in a certain way and how our body could have adapted to fix to our gravity. And even if that isn't how it is, it's still how the humans would be, because the stronger something pulls down, the smaller that said thing is gonna end up being. People normally will get smaller under stronger formats of gravity, if I'm not mistaken. If I am, I'm mistaken, you can search it up. Like I said, I'm just giving my ideas and thoughts upon this stuff. I am no complete valuable resource. You want a proper resource, there are smarter people on this topic than I could ever be. You know, I just look at the parts and try and make an idea assumption. Gosh, this looks weird. It I want to make it smoother. I'm probably going to use stairs. I'm probably going to take this apart now. Bye-bye, beautiful house. Or good house. You served your purpose. And that was to be a smaller house for me at the moment. You did good. I respect it. You didn't... You kept me safe, you kept me alive for as long as necessary. Now it's up to me to survive the rest. I don't understand color theory, so I won't even ever try and make a conversation about color theory. And if I accidentally do and I get something wrong, oh well, whoop-de-doo, I got it wrong. Deal with it. And remember, these are just debatable topics. I don't really care if it's something that you personally enjoy to talk about. Thank you. If you have personal ideas on how you think something would work, I normally will check comment section. I do like to get involved with my audience. But I just say, don't put people down. Take every voice into accountability, because you don't know which voice is actually correct. Because this world is full of mysteries and misunderstandings that very few actually have a common denominator I'm thinking about. If you were to put up a ideal answer that was perfect in every way, someone would be able to find a flaw. That is not theory, that is not question. That is almost guaranteed every time. It is almost guaranteed there will be some format of flaw in your citing. Even Einstein... what was it? Einstein's biggest blunder was calling his biggest blunder his biggest blunder? And that biggest blunder was the belief of black holes. And the reason he ended up calling it his biggest blunder was due to the factor that people would question him and his methods on getting to said black hole. And and it was something that, even though he had math for and it was proved to work, he knew it was going to work. He had no evidence that was good enough for the people to believe him. So, what did he do? He turned to he just scratched it out of he scratched it out of his math and just tried to fill it in with something more meaningful to the human eye. And he did it, but now we actually had to re-add that equation back in. No, it wasn't the black hole. It was the idea that the universe is expanding, but also closing in. That's what it was, if I'm not mistaken. And everyone didn't like hearing that, or it was harder to believe than should have been. But now, that's something that people actually think is true and believe. And I'm not going to put anyone down on their ideals or their methods of ideal. After all, I'm not that kind of person. You have an idea, I will listen. If your idea actually makes sense, I'll get intrigued and I'll pay more attention. I'll get intrigued and I'll pay more attention to it. If your ideal is dumb, which I don't really find anything dumb, I would be the teacher that says there is no such thing as a dumb question. Just stupid answers. But there could always be a dumb question. There's that, oh, is water wet question. And that is such a 50-50 question to me. Because it's like, it's debatable. Is water wet? Yes and no. Because technically, yes, we could find stuff that's wetter than water. Because it's all a fact of feeling and moisture. And that's a lot harder to debate about due to the factor that most people like to argue, say, oh no, water's not wet, or oh yes, water is wet. Here's the thing, it's wet, yes. Is it the wettest thing we have? Debatable. Could be, could not. If we can find something that's more wet, we found another thing that's more wet. Declaring water as the wettest thing to exist, it's the best way to format this in vocal terms. It's a basic. Water is the basis of wet. We use water as a description to define if something's wet or not. Or, because then you get good. Not get good. Gosh, I'm actually going dead spaced in my mind. But, yeah, no, you can use water as a basis for wetness. It's perfectly fine, perfectly normal. Heck, even I would use it as a basis for how wet something can get. But if you're gonna find a way to ask if something's wetter than water, go through the tests, experiment. That is something that we've gotten too scared to do now, is experiment if something that we think is correct or not. And it's something that I do like doing, because I do find experimenting actually quite cool. And I don't really have the stuff to be experimenting myself, but I always do like hearing what people come out with and what their answers are when they experiment. There's so many options, so many unique things that can be done, and we have barely only scratched the surface of what we can do. I absolutely enjoy the idea that every option and every turn we take has a chance of either being a different option or completely shifting our ideas on how the entire reality of said thing works. And I miss. Yeah, how'd that happen? It's a lot harder to regulate these things. I think I need to look at that corner. Nope. Nope. Now, if I destroy this, you're supposed to stay normal. Come on, man. Now, destroy, and that should stay normal. Let's go. And that brings that. That actually looks quite better. But I'm gonna probably have to add supports. I want to make this look semi-realistic, semi-okay. Yeah, just so... already starting to get those stacks of... Whoa, that's a cool tree. I forget they can look this good. But I've always found the concept of humans' decisions, humans having the right of choice, always being willing to make the right decision when necessary. I find that a bit more easier to believe due to the factor of how people are. If you say we don't have a conscious right decision, I'm not gonna say you're wrong. I'm not gonna say, oh wow, that's very blank of you. Because I don't know if it's true. I don't know if it's false. Our choices and decisions, we can have somewhat of an influence of. But if you're gonna use it as an excuse to try and get out of something, don't. It's gonna make you look bad. And you're not gonna sound actually any smart in that situation. If you really want to, do studies on it. Try and find something that makes you enjoy this situation you're in. I may not have the right to really talk much about certain things, but when it's coming to make a decision, I feel like everyone has that right and choice, or at least has up to a variant of that choice and right to do. Because if you never get a decision, what you gonna do? Cower away, hide in fear until something actually gives you and tells you that you need to make a decision? Or are you gonna get up and do it yourself? If I need to make a decision, I will do it myself. I'm, yes, a very obedient person, or at least as obedient as I can be, but otherwise I do try and actually be good. Make my own decisions, keep an idea on how I want stuff to be. I really should have made this platform maybe slightly thicker. Like maybe 1 block thicker or something. It feels weird. I'm probably gonna have to... this feels weird. And I know this is literally just for storage too. Like I shouldn't be going too bad and mad over it if it's literally just for my storage. I'm gonna quickly add these just so I have the last bit of oak logs put in. Okay. Ooh. Not enough. And this is why we experiment. Or at least prepare. Dang it. I did not prepare well enough. Does this map... not map. Does this land continue with any more trees? Ah, trees. I should have made a sword. Time to go. Pickaxe. Nice. Oh, more trees. Dang it. Oh yeah, I got sugarcane. I can start that farm going. I'll quickly get that set up. Is that sugarcane growing this entire time? Holy cow. I had no clue, apparently. Yay. Hi. These eggs are actually very handy. That actually looks slightly good. Or at least as good as I'll get for... Where'd my... There it is. This is gonna be, what, an hour long? Yeah, this video is gonna be an hour long. If I can at least get 1 video out a day, that's good enough for me, or at least 1 out every other day. Because I do actually have some format of a busy schedule. That looked like an upside down house from a corner. Gosh. Getting a farm started gonna be extremely helpful. I gotta find out how to get the pie chart. Apples are always a good source of food. Yeah, sorry. Siblings came and had to talk to them. I don't even know if it actually muted me. I just clicked the mute button on my mic, so if I'm not quiet and you heard that, sorry about it. They aren't even supposed to be in here, but I have to deal with it every day, so why not get used to it? What's always a good option? I hear them coming again. Maybe not. Maybe so, maybe not. If I see them, I'm just gonna turn it off. I hear them. Okay. They seem to have walked away. And they don't know how to ever be quiet or chill. Yeah, sorry about that. I already forgot how to go out. Yeah. 40, 20s, 10, 6 times 4. Okay, now they finally left. Hopefully. Gosh, the drop of the health. Yeah, no, normally I have to have my audio off or turned down for me due to the factor that I normally get called upon to do some stuff around the house. Or sometimes do. Okay. Yeah, that's what I was trying to do. I was trying to place it right there. Nowhere else. Specifically right there. Gosh. Hello. Yeah, okay. 1, 2, 3. 3. Mm-hmm. I think I need about a overstack. I'm not going, unless I necessarily need to, I'm not going past this. Yeah, no, I think with the pattern I'm doing, I'll need way more than a stack. I thought I fell, and I don't know what the fall ratio to floor is, so I don't know if that was just me or if I heard falling of something. Dang it. Yeah, no. I didn't do edge for the entirety of to here. I guess I did. Let me see. Well, it goes like that. Actually, no. There's 3. There's 2. 3. They both show 3, 2. I'm about to take a quick sneak peek. Okay, that's edge. Oh, okay, that makes sense now. That makes sense. I understand my mistake now. So, I didn't do here on them. If I'm not mistaken, I skipped that part. But I think it looks better this way. Normally I do a lot better, but this is not even going to be my big base, so why put too much effort into it? It's mostly storage area. There it is. I swear if I somehow get struck by lightning when I'm at low HP and die, I'm going to laugh, because that would mean the end of this world, and I would have to start off a new server. Okay, there. 5, 6, okay. This should be enough to get the first layout done. Oh, it's about it's about nighttime. It's about nighttime. Oh gosh, I'm in a huge lack of supplies now. These axes are very costly. Okay. No. Okay. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this ball should about kill me, so... But that could be over dramatizing it. This is probably nowhere even close to enough, but I prefer going down, making sure I have the right amount than what's going to be a perfect amount. I'm going to quickly craft a couple chests and start the storage area, and I'll put dirt, grass, trees, shovel, apple. Apple's a good one. Okay. Yeah, no, this is gonna take over an hour to upload. Holy cow. Yeah, no, so you guys wait approximately, what, an hour, 2 hours for these. I wait, you guys have to wait like, what, a day? I wait for like 22 minutes, I wait like an hour. Just for it to upload, so all the stuff can go through. Make sure none of it's bad, none of it's copyright striked, huge air quotes. But apparently if you get close enough to an actual song, you will get copyright striked. So, deal with it. That's about what I can do. All I can do is deal with it. I don't know, I had an urge that a creeper was around. I don't even think a creeper would be able to spawn from this distance, but not gonna risk it. Okay. That was weird. I probably will have to kill all the horses just to get an actual set of animals to spawn that aren't chickens. At least I can get these set up. I'm not even gonna. After that third layer, I'm not doing more. Because this video does need to end soon, so I can upload it. Okay. So, hopefully that's enough, but knowing me, it won't be. I think I had food, yeah. Okay, place that back. This is going to be last level, and I'm done with this. Because it's only meant to be storage mostly. It's just a house for benefits at that point. Benefits of a house. Or at least, well, I'll declare a base. But after that, it's just a house. It's gonna, well, once I have no use for it, it's storage. Only storage. Actually, I'm gonna save this hole. This bit just to get down. Oh, wait, I need this one too, if I'm not mistaken. If it's 2 hours long, holy cow, that's gonna be a long time until this is uploaded. And I do midnight up. Ah, dang it. Oh no! I see those guys in my corner eye. Corner of my eye, not corner eye. What's a corner eye? New word, new word. We got corner eye. Yeah, no, but in the corner of my eye, I saw some pillagers. Not wanting to deal with them right now. I don't even care how helpful they are for late game. Early game. Or, yeah, early game. I don't really count mid game till. I don't really count till mid game until I get Netherite or beat the Ender Dragon. Because then that's when I start my big final build. I do not start a final build until big projects start when should start the second I kill final boss of Minecraft. I shouldn't need that much. This should be enough. This should suffice. And if it doesn't, holy cow, I made this too big. I don't need an entire block. How do you see me? How? You can't shoot up here, right? Break line of sight. I'm not dealing with that. I don't even know how he sees me. Is he getting closer? No. I'm not even gonna ask how he sees me. That's something I don't need to know. And I don't wish to know. Oh yeah. I got two. No, technically enough. And the reason I said technically enough is because when I go... Oh, perfect timing too. when I go here, six, four, now I do lower, and then I come up clean. If I place the chest down, so this will most likely be storage, main stuff. This house is meant to just be good, not anything special. And no, 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 come on. This, take a screenshot. That's going to be end of today's video. Goodbye.